Hi, everyone. I'm Michael from the Game Boys.
I'm Chris from the Game Boys.
And I'm Max from myself.
Well, Max, you're more like an affiliate of the Game Boys.
You're like an
I'm a
unofficial...
close affiliate, okay? I'm like Red Man.
So I'm going to say two things here.
That's a pretty dope reference. I like that.
I'm going to say two things here. I'm going to say two things. I am recording our video. So just in case...
Oh, hold on. Let me take my pants off.
Oh, yeah, Chris.
I guess I
off.
should have shaved
He's
that.
unbuttoning his jeans. No, he stopped. All right.
You might want to censor that.
I'll censor. I'll have little, pixelated boxes and everything. Okay, so this is the Podcam Boys show and the Game Boy show. So there we go.
So we're not
It's a
the Game
double.
Boys Podcams? We changed the title?
I mean,
We could Gamecast?
We could do that too. I mean, this has had so many different iterations and name changes and all that. We could do it all. We could really just...
It's season 3 of the podcast cam, whatever the fuck we're calling it now. We got to come back bigger. You got to come back badder. You got to come back harder.
It is technically season 3.
It is. This is season 3.
It's like when Force kept changing the title of the show. That's what we're doing. Except we're better.
And with season 3, with us being much bigger, badder, stronger, and all that, Max, we're going to start with you. All right? It's a very important time for Max. If anyone doesn't know, Max is Jewish. And Hanukkah. Hanukkah has started.
Thank you.
And Max, you were telling us before we started recording and before we started this Podcam Game Boy show, you might have something really special from your mom.
I might.
What
I
is
won't
that?
know yet until it gets closer to that day.
And what do you think
And
it
I'm
is?
glad for continuing the trend of you propositioning me on the spot with sensitive information I give you before the show.
I mean, this is a chance for all of our fans. This is a chance for all of our fans and viewers, the three of them who watch this and listen to it, to really get to know us.
So I guess basically to the viewership, I might finally be joining the Switch train. We'll see.
There we go.
Yeah! Welcome.
Max, are you excited about that?
2 consoles from the current generation, like a real American.
Welcome to the Victory Royale, Max. You finally did it. I'm proud of you. Nice moves.
It's true.
Very
It's true. In
happy
fact,
to-
let me grab my Switch.
That looks like a generic game controller. How do I know it's a Switch controller?
Because this is what you play it on.
Switch on the thing.
Yeah, it's a Switch, and you see,
I'll take your
look
word
how nice
for
it
it.
looks.
Wait, hold on.
See, Max, look at this home screen. Look at that home screen. It's a white home screen. Now it's a reflection of Chris.
Hold on.
I mean,
I'll prove to you
it's
that
really
this
nice
is
stuff. It's really nice stuff. For anyone who's listening and not watching,
So,
Chris and
so
I
glad
have...
we decided to record the video, so we have 2 video screens that are just blank.
Well, that's what I was going to say to the people listening, and it probably makes no
We'll
sense,
fix it in post.
is that Chris just held up a Nintendo Switch controller, the plain gray one, the Pro controller, and I just held up my actual Switch. And now Chris has the normal one with the 2 Joy-Cons on the... what do you call that? What is the official name
Can
of
you
that?
make a fighting game character who has a dick?
No.
Debate. I'll get back to you on that.
Oh, you can't play Soul Calibur 6. It's worthless.
That's true. That's true. Speaking of, Max, you also just got that.
I did. I caved and bought it very early because I wanted to make custom characters. Why play with the characters the game comes with when you can make better ones?
It's true.
Based
You
on
can make your own.
popular characters that probably would not appear in the game otherwise.
That's a very good point. So I'm assuming with that being said, you are not going to buy Smash Bros.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's only room for one fighting game every year, if we're being honest.
It's true. That's why Marvel vs. Capcom completely flopped, because Soul Calibur came out the same year.
It's true.
So everybody needed to know that. Well,
You know what else came out last year, too? Street Fighter V.
and that flopped. Exactly. Nobody bought it.
Exactly.
So I mean, yeah.
But wait,
Exactly.
what other fighting game came out that year? If there's only 2, then one of them had to succeed while the
Last
other
year
flopped.
or the year or this year?
I think like Hentai Fighters 17 came out that year.
I think they put out a King of Fighters, but I think they do one pretty regularly. Or wasn't there a new Tekken last year?
There was a new Tekken, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Oh, yeah. That was the last year.
That came out.
That was pretty much the only fighting game that mattered.
Yeah, because it's Dragon Ball.
I still have to get that one now.
It's legitimately a good game. I was
No,
stunned.
I want to play. I'm just waiting for like the version with all the DLC characters to go on sale because they don't like putting those on sale.
No, they really don't.
I do have a couple of questions now that come about, and opinions as well. But that's up to you guys to get my opinions.
Might have
That's a lot of
an
things.
answer for you.
But, okay, so, Dragon Ball FighterZ was a really good game. I think we all agree on that.
Right.
My question is it because it was actually just a good game or because it was Dragon Ball?
I played a lot of shitty Dragon Ball games.
Yeah, I'm sure
Just
there's
Dragon
more
Ball.
experience here playing all the shitty Tenkaichi, Budokai, whatever.
Well, the Budokai 1 and 3 were good. Every other Dragon Ball game was essentially dog shit. This is legitimately a good game.
Hey, Xenoverse
you
is fun.
I feel like there's a bunch of people that play the game that don't even know what a Dragon Ball is and just think it's their testicles.
Yep.
So I think that it's legitimately a decent fighting game.
Especially old grandmas. They have no clue what a Dragon Ball is.
I mean, listen, when you have Alec playing the game and he's actually kind of decent at it, then you know it's actually a decent game.
Yeah,
Burn.
yeah. The funny thing about Wilson is he has really poor taste in games. But he's basically, okay, we might have the opposite of this show. We don't know the opinions of an everyday man, We know the opinions of a really rich man. So we can tell you what rich people like.
So we all live in a very encased bubble where we don't talk or communicate with anybody from the outside world.
Yeah, no, it's there's like, oh, every day, Joe
They have their
Schmo.
lives. They're just separate but equal.
Well, before we go down that
Sorry
path,
for making that joke on the first episode.
it's fine. And speaking of, this is our quest and effort to try and get onto iTunes Podcast, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, and all of those. So hopefully, whoever's listening to this pre-screening, you can accept us and let us onto your podcast streaming. So,
And speaking of things that we want to do, we also want to get sponsored by the lovely, delicious Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola Company, one of the greatest companies to ever exist in the history of humanity. If you disagree, you're probably a Satanist. Coca-Cola is one of the smoothest, tastiest, sugariest, and somehow saltiest drinks to ever exist in the entire history of mankind. And I just want to suck this down right now. And I want to just put it down here, you know what I mean? Make it harder, make it better, make my throat a lot more clear because of what I did earlier that I can't talk about. But I also want to say that Coca-Cola, greatest drink to ever live. Buy it now, motherfucker. Suck my dick.
now
It's so great that I don't even enjoy it, but still recognize its greatness.
it's true. And
Wait,
to
whoa,
those 2
whoa,
points,
whoa. Are you saying you don't enjoy the taste of delicious, smooth Coca-Cola?
I'm not saying I'm opposed to Coca-Cola products, but the mainline Coke, the Bane Coke without the DLC, I don't know if it's really got the most bang for my buck.
Mm-mm.
now wait, to those 2 points, Max, there are so many great just Coca-Cola flavors that you can get. Chris had what we call a Mexican Coke. It's Coca-Cola that's made in Mexico. Now, that comes with real
that's the
pure.
kind I like.
No, wait, Max. But that comes with real pure cane sugar. You're probably thinking to yourself, "Whoa, this got to be really expensive, like $17, right?"
I am a
It's
real
three
pure cane.
canes. It's $3.59. $3.59 for a Mexican Coke. Now I got cherry Coke, and that's Coca-Cola with a cherry flavor. You're probably thinking to yourself, "What is that? $25? No, it's $3.23. $3.23 for a Coke. Not even $3.50. It's a steal of a deal."
You legitimately paid $3.23 for a can of Coke?
It was one of those 12-pack things. I have no clue how much I actually paid. So.
That's the real thing we need to figure out.
Huh. Oh, okay. If you paid $3.23 for a can of Coke, we need to immediately get this sponsorship so we can get free soda.
Yes.
And second of all, buy Coca-Cola today. Anyway,
Now,
that's the sponsorships for now, I think.
yeah, that's our sponsorships. I want to move on to something else real quick. And just very, very briefly. It is Red Dead Redemption 2. They're online, still in beta right now. Chris, you've actually beaten the game. I've gotten about a third of the way through, but have you played online at all?
I have not had a chance to play any of the online, but I hear that it's really bad because the online economy is something that's impossible to deal with, and somehow getting tent equipment costs you less than buying a can of beans.
Then
Yes.
rob someone.
What? So what?
Rob them and take their tent. You can rob people, right?
Yeah, but you can't take their stuff.
But the problem is that because it feels like it's pay to win, because if the people that start off with a bunch of money immediately out of the gate can get more health items and more guns, and they can kill you faster, and when you're not willing to pay for all these upgrades, the grind is so much longer. So it makes me hesitant to even pick up the online mode in the first place, especially since the way I felt about the story is that it just sort of limped to the end of it, and I got bored when I was done playing it.
You know, okay, so Max, to put it this way, describe it in a way that you and the everyday common man can understand, is Wilson will continue to be Wilson with his big yachts and airplanes and stuff, but it'll be 1890s mode or 1870s, wherever the fuck this game's headed. But you, as the everyday common man, you'll go in, you'll walk in, be all excited, be like, oh boy, I get my first pistol. Well, it's got to be like Southerny. Yep, okay, I get my first pistol, and I'm going to get my first horse, and then, pow, you're dead instantly. Just instantly.
You're going to get sniped from a hot air balloon.
That's true.
So, basically, you're saying Red Dead Online is Fortnite.
Kind of. Yeah. I never played Fortnite.
Except it's less cancerous.
Yeah.
I don't know if such a thing exists.
I've also never played Fortnite.
No, the thing is with Fortnite, I can feel the tumors growing on me when I'm playing it. With Red Dead, I can feel it, but only slightly less. So there's a little bit of give and take.
And Chris says he's a hardcore gamer. All right.
Your big cards.
No, there's. I like the original concept of Red Dead Online that I played so far. I think I've played maybe like 2 hours. I'm with you. The economy sucks, but I'm hoping since it's in beta, they'll fix that. They probably won't. The other thing I hate, which is kind of really ironic, is depending on what server you get put into, it's either not too bad or everyone keeps killing you to the point where you literally can't move like 3 steps without dying, so you can't accomplish anything.
Oh, so it's kind of like GTA Online.
Kind of, yeah. So it's a crapshoot of what's going to happen.
The same way.
Yeah. Right? Do you think
how that worked out?
Some weird coincidence, you know?
Wait. You guys don't think that the people who made Grand Theft Auto made Red Dead, do you?
No, I think they...
Okay.
No.
Okay, all right.
I think they did Lemmings, though.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. That was weird. Anyway, so you've been kind of hesitant to like get back into it, or do you want to get back into it? Just waiting for it to get better. Like, where are you at with it?
Well, with the online mode, I feel like it'd be more fun if I played with friends. It's okay to play by yourself, but I feel like Red Dead 2, the game itself, has such an open, empty world that there's really not much to do by yourself, which is why I find myself getting bored with the main story. Online's kind of the same thing. It's you have a character who doesn't talk. You can't really make too many decisions.
Can you say howdy?
No, he literally doesn't talk.
There's a snake in my boot.
Nope, he does not talk.
That's bullshit.
Right? I find that kind of annoying. But yeah, so I feel like it'd be really fun to play with friends, create a posse, even though that might be a borderline racist term, apparently, according to ESPN. That's a long story with LeBron James. This happened a while back. It happened a while back.
LeBron. First you ruined Sprite, now you ruin this.
Good job, LeBron.
The Lakers. Not that they really needed much more to ruin them, but whatever.
He did. I mean, the Lakers were never going to be good after Kobe.
Yeah.
This isn't a sports show, though. This is a gaming show. But yeah, so it was one of those things where, I feel like it's a lot of online game modes now where it's only really fun with your friends, which is kind of, I guess it's the point of online, is to play with friends.
I was going to say, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
But speaking of games...
Sadly, the game doesn't have a package that comes with friends to play online.
Right? But you can buy the kids from the kids' party. So,
how much do those cost?
Probably like 5 cacti.
Where do I call the contact to get the kids?
Actually, I don't remember the name of that radio show or the number.
It's called 1-800-GET-A-LIFE?
Oh, okay. There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. I forgot about that. I forgot.
Like,
But no, sorry. This
reference.
I feel like they were talking about Fallout 76 and all that stuff, or Fallout 76. There we go. Was going to be.
I was trying to make the segue, but then I kept getting talked over. God damn it!
Yeah, we gotta get better at that.
No, we're perfect. We don't need any help.
If we're gonna be a good podcast, we probably should be talking over each other.
No, I know. Mike, I appreciate what you're trying to say, but I'm gonna have to talk over you real quick and just interrupt you and say you're wrong.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Well, you're wrong. You're yeah.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, I'm going.
Wait, Chris. I have a question for you.
What's up?
Okay, now I remember one of the last Podcam Cast Game Boy Show episodes we did about a year ago, around this time, probably, maybe 2 years ago. I have no clue. But we were talking about Game of the Years. Now, for me, I want to go first.
Okay.
And I want to say that my Game of the Year this year is Spider-Man. It was really good.
Spooderman.
Yeah, wow. Spider-Man. Maybe it's because of the most recent game I played, and I've played a lot less games this year than I have in previous years. But Spider-Man it was really well written. I loved the voice acting. The story wasn't too long, wasn't too short. It was a good size, good length, probably about 20-ish hours. If you do all the side quests like I did, it probably balloons into 36 hours.
That's a pretty okay.
You got a good amount of unlocks, and it felt like one of those things where I could actually enjoy everything without having to pay for like some online pass or something.
Okay, so you feel like you're done with it then? You're not waiting for any more DLC or anything like that to come out?
I mean, there's DLC for it, but I was so satisfied with the whole actual main game that I really enjoyed it. I mean, South Park was really good too. I forgot it came out this year, so I just thought about it. No, South Park, The Fractured But Whole is this year.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you sure about that?
Wasn't it? Or was it last year?
We've gotten these release dates wrong before, so
we have.
I'm just saying.
We have.
This isn't the fact show.
Well, we should have a fact checker on the show.
Let me get a fact check on this.
Chris is going to be our official stats and info.
Let me be the official stats and info guy.
So while Chris is looking up our stats and info, Max, what was your game of the year?
I didn't really play that many new games this year, unfortunately, so by default, it would probably have to be God of War.
Did that come out this year?
Not a bad game to have as your default.
That's a good choice. I like that choice.
Did God of War come out this year?
The Adventures of Dad, Bod, and Boy.
Stats and info. Did God of War come out this year?
It did. It did actually come out this year.
It did come out this year. Can't confirm.
I was having fun.
Unfortunately, fortunately, The Fractured Butthole did not come out this year.
So it was last year.
Yes.
Jeez, I gotta stop mixing shit up.
Yeah.
So Max, you haven't played any other games?
I played plenty of games this year, but a lot of it was just getting through every Kingdom Hearts collection in preparation for 3.
Which is going to be delayed.
That was basically my whole year of gaming, was just playing those games again.
I'm telling you, dude, it's not going to come out. Stop getting your hopes up.
Chris, they have a box art, okay? There is box art.
They've had box art for 10 years. All right?
There is a pre-order option. I could pre-order it if I wanted.
You know what other game had a pre-order option? Duke Nukem Forever. Fuck you.
It's true. That is true.
Well, the difference between this game and Duke Nukem is that Duke Nukem fucking sucks, and Kingdom Hearts is the epitome of manly gaming.
It may be the case. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 was absolutely the epitome of man and manliness, but this 3 is never going to fucking happen, all right?
Chris, give them some credit, okay? Square Enix is not Valve.
We don't know that for sure. We don't know that for sure.
Afraid of the number 3.
Apparently they are.
It's been just as long.
Terrified of it.
It's been just as long.
Well, it's like, you're right. They skipped from Final Fantasy 2 to 4. I forgot that info.
It's true.
Let me do a stats and info check on that. Yeah, it's true.
Confirm. Thank you, stats and info. Chris, what was your game of the year?
Oof, man. I put a lot of thought into this.
Right.
Like a lot of thought. But out of all the games that I've played this year, I think that I'm going to have to
shit. Wait, Chris.
What's up?
I gotta go to work.
Oh. Well, just real quick, I just want to say my game of the year. I think that this year, my favorite game of the year is